Hello and welcome to No Pressure English. This is episode number 25 of the podcast. Let's jump in. Today we're going to look at 3 verbs that can catch learners off guard. Words that might exist in your language too, but work quite differently in English or have a completely different meaning. If these are new to you, even better. This is a great chance to build good habits from the start. Our first false friend is the verb to pretend. In English, pretend means to act as if something is true when it isn't, to make believe. We use it when someone behaves differently from reality, often in a playful, emotional, or strategic way. Some examples. As a child, I used to pretend I was an airplane and fly around the garden. Okay, clearly I wasn't an airplane, but I used to pretend to be one. Okay. Now my son pretends he's a dinosaur sometimes. And honestly, I join in. I pretend to be a dinosaur too, because it's fun to pretend. Pretend also works in adult situations. For example, John goes to his friend Monica's birthday party. He doesn't like crowded places, so he feels uncomfortable and anxious. When Monica asks, "Are you having a good night?" John smiles and says, "Yeah, it's a great night." He pretends to be happy, even though he doesn't enjoy the situation. He does this so Monica can have a nice evening. Another example, during a negotiation, you might pretend to be calm and in control, even if the other side has the upper hand, even if your counterpart has a stronger position. Now, a common mistake, my boss pretends that I work long hours. This doesn't work in English. If you want to say your boss puts pressure on you, use demand or expect. For example, my boss demands that I work long hours, or my boss expects me to work long hours. So a quick recap, pretend is about acting differently from reality, okay? And demand and expect are about pressure or obligation. Our second false friend is the verb to anticipate. In English, anticipate means to predict or expect something based on evidence or experience. For example, a manager preparing for a football match might anticipate that the opposing team will play defensively. He is predicting their tactics based on past games. You might also say, "I'm anticipating a very busy month at work because last month was crazy. It was very, very busy also." Here, you're expecting something based on experience. In more formal English, anticipate can also sometimes be used in a meaning closer to look forward to. So, for example, I'm eagerly anticipating the reunion with my university friends. But in everyday English, we usually say, look, I'm really looking forward to it, or I can't wait for it. So this use exists, but it's quite formal, and we don't hear it too often. A common mistake with this verb is this. I anticipated my tasks before the deadline. Okay, this doesn't work. We don't use anticipate to mean do something early. Instead, I completed my tasks ahead of time. I completed my tasks ahead of time. Or I finished my work in advance. I finished my work in advance. Another mistake, can we anticipate the meeting? Okay, this is unclear. If you want to change the timing, say, can we move the meeting to an earlier time? Or if we are being specific, can we reschedule it for Tuesday instead of Friday? You might also hear this verb used in meetings or business situations. Like in a meeting, you might anticipate a difficult question and prepare your answer. So to summarize, anticipate means to predict or expect something based on evidence. It does not mean simply doing something early or moving something earlier. And guys, our third and final false friend is the verb to realize. In English, realize is almost always internal. It describes the moment you become aware of something or understand something clearly. You didn't know something and then suddenly you do. For example, yesterday morning, I lost my car keys. I searched everywhere. And then in the evening, I suddenly realized that I'd left them in my jacket pocket. Okay. That moment of awareness, the aha moment, that is a moment where we realize something. Another example, Jack is at a party talking to a girl called Rita. There's something familiar about her, but he can't place it. After a few minutes, he realizes that Rita is the sister of his classmate, Gwen. He makes the connection. Another example, you wake up, get dressed for work, and go out. When you arrive at the office, it's empty, and you realize it's Saturday. Okay. Now, two common mistakes. The company realized a new bridge. Okay, this doesn't work in English. We say the company built a new bridge or the company constructed a new bridge. And another mistake, we realized the project successfully. Okay, again, this is incorrect. Instead, we completed the project successfully, or we carried out the project successfully. In more formal or literary English, you may also hear realized used with goals, dreams, or ambitions. For example, she realized her ambition of becoming a CEO. Or he realized his dream of becoming a race car driver. Here, it means achieving something important or, long term. There's also a more specific business use. For example, the company realized a profit. In this context, it means earning or making money from something, turning it into financial value. Okay, so to recap, realize is about internal awareness usually, the moment something clicks, okay, and we understand it. So there we have it, guys. 3 verbs that may look familiar, especially if you speak a Romance language, but behave very differently in English. To pretend, to anticipate, and to realize. Once you understand these differences, you'll start noticing them everywhere, and it becomes much easier to choose the right word. Thanks for listening to No Pressure English. Take care, have a great week. Ciao. Ciao.